I just wanted to say, um, yeah, the last video is gonna cut off a few seconds early, so that's why I'm continuing here. Because yesterday I dumped my phone, like I dumped everything off of it, all the videos. Um, so I have like 4 gigs now instead of like 1.3. Anyway, I still need a name for this little guy. Um, I don't know. I plan to ask some friends on Facebook. It has to be a coffee related name because I named the girl MOCHA-LATTE. So I'm hoping to give this guy a coffee name as well. Um, like my hamsters, most of them, the names were supposed to be LES. So like puddles, bubbles, you know, nibbles, LES. I thought it sounded adorable. But with these guys, I plan to name them after coffee, types of coffee. Cups of coffee, like a cappuccino would be one, but she doesn't look like a cappuccino because cappuccino is just black and white, right? So, like, I don't know about the spot on her bum, but I kind of thought that was cute because she only had it on one side. I thought that was really adorable. Had she had been completely white in the back, except for the head, she would be like, he would be absolutely adorable. But he's adorable anyway because he's got an off balance patch of brown on his bum. I think that's really cute. They just got fresh hay, by the way. That's why they're all munching away over there. And this guy here on this side too got it too. Oh yeah, and just a heads up, I also returned Fuzzbud. Rob, I think his name was, at the store. He's the manager, I think. He was like, "You're returning the guinea pig again?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because the guinea pig didn't quite work out. And he's like, "Well, what was wrong with this one this time? The last one was too big." I said, "Well, she's actually perfect. She's the perfect size. She's the perfect gender. The only thing I didn't like was the hair." He's like, "What was wrong with the hair?" I'm like, "I just don't like the way the fur rubs me, It's not smooth and sleek." And then I showed him the receipt for this little guy. And he's like, "So you went and got another one? What was wrong with that one?" I'm like, "Nothing. He's perfect." And I told him how long I had to wait at the store between like 10 to 11:30 just to get the guy. So he's like, "So you're keeping him, right?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm pretty sure I am." And so I sure hope so. He almost looks like a rat from a distance. He looks like a white rat with like patches on his eyes. But he's actually, to be honest, he's actually cuter than Mocha. Coloring wise, he's got pink ears. From a distance, it looks like pink ears with a black eye patches and a white body from this side. But I mean, I love Mocha, obviously. But he really does look like a rat from here without the tail. And I like rats, I just don't like the tails. I mean, I don't think they're very pleasant to pet. But he's really cute. Yeah, I'm undecided. I'm exhausted beyond words. So, I mean, I just finished begging my parents to drive me home. That's what I meant to tell you guys. The Chloroplast was only 16 something. The 4 by 8 feet. My biggest issue was getting it home because I don't drive, and so I was gonna get a taxi, and they said it would be $20. I'm like, I'm trying to save $20. I told my parents, I'm like, why would I pay the taxi $20? I could have just asked them to chop it into 4. The point was I didn't want to, chop it into so many pieces because it looked ugly when I bonded them back together with duct tape. And so I offered my parents $5 to drive me home, but the thing is they had to come up. But they live pretty close to the store. But the thing is, she was in a hurry to get ready for a prayer meeting. And so my dad was available, but my dad is really against shopping. He just doesn't like people spending money, wasting money, in his opinion. He would buy only like the absolute essential, like a loaf of bread and sandwich meat for like the week, exactly Monday to Friday. Like he wouldn't even buy any extra pieces. And like he's not the kind of person that wastes his money. And so asking him to come by and pick me up because I bought some Chloroplast, and I could hear him yelling in the background. And Mom's just telling him, I don't know what, but like, you're not doing anything right now, whatever. But he's like, no, she needs to get the point that she can't just go and spend money and then expect us to go pick her up. But like when I bought it, I did not expect them to come. I bought a 2 feet by 4 feet, and I carried it home. Then I went back the next day and I bought the same thing. So I figured 4 feet by 4 feet, well, it's still 4 feet, right? Never mind, the other side is 4 feet. But I thought I bought a 2 feet by 4 feet, and it wasn't that bad. I don't remember it being that long. So I thought 4 feet by 4 feet is only 2 feet more. And 2 feet's not very big. It's only 24 inches. And so I thought, I can do this. So anyway, I was afraid to cut it. So I offered them to keep the receipt and if they would cut it for me. And I said, I don't have to have it straight, but just, not like crooked diagonally. So the lady cut it for me and I paid for it. But the thing is, when I was walking out of the parking lot, I realized I wouldn't be able to carry it home. And the reason is because I'm 5 feet, 5'1". Problem is, the chloroplast is 4 feet. So in all directions. So if I lift it around my waist level, half of it's sticking above my head. And the thing is, I can't see traffic. I can't see oncoming traffic. I can't see cars backing out of the parking lot. I can't see pedestrians. I was turning in circles every once a couple steps, looking in all directions to make sure I wouldn't, get hit by a car. And the thing is, I almost whacked a lady in the face when I turned around with the chloroplast in my hand. And the lady said something not so nice, but she later realized what my problem was, because she's like, "What's your problem, right?" But then she saw who was holding this stuff, and she's like, "Oh, do you need some help?" And the thing is, no, because I don't drive, so you can't really help me. But so I made it all the way to McDonald's, which was maybe 300 meters away. But then I realized this is gonna be really hard to take it one city block on a highway, like city block, to get to the bus stop, because the one in front of the mall does not pick up. Not at all. Like during the early morning rush hour only. So not on weekends. So I would have to walk a block with something I can't see, and I have to cross a very busy street, and I'm thinking, this is not very smart. So I was gonna call the taxi, and they were like $20, and I'm like, okay, let me just think that over. Because I'm mulling over $20 for chloroplast. So do you think I want to fork over $20 to take it home on top of the chloroplast? So I phoned my parents and I said, look, it's only $16. I'm trying to save a buck here. I would have ended up spending $40. Now I'm only spending $16. So if I give you the $5 that I saved, I'm pretty much even. So luckily my mom managed to convince my dad. So I got the chloroplast home, and so far my parents only know about one of the guinea pigs. I told her I adopted it online for free, but of course, because if my parents found out I bought a guinea pig, and of course this cage, I told her it came with it. But if she knew that I actually went and bought all this crap, she would freak out. So anyway, I told her I adopted it, and she has no idea about Mr. Number 2 here. So I will break the news to her about adopting a second one, like, I don't know, maybe a week or two from now. It's an advantage of moving out, you don't have to explain to your parents everything you do. I mean, I would definitely never get away with even owning one hamster. I can tell you that right now. I would not even own one hamster, never mind I own 10. So, yeah, I don't know what her problem is. Mocha's running around in circles there. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video pretty soon. I don't know if I want to start. It's already 7:30. 8. I mean, it was going to take me an hour to do it, so I still want to get my TV shows done, which I already lost 2 shows, Saving Hope, the last one, and the previous one to that too. They're not working, so I guess they are taking them offline momentarily. I tried it yesterday and the day before, so I really want to go and see if I have missed any. I actually enter all the stuff into my agenda on my iPod, my iPhone, so under the calendar app, so I gotta go back in time and see when the last entry was classified as watched, because I enter them in manually, the titles and the episode number and all that jazz. So I'm pretty behind. I know I'm a week and a half behind, so I better go watch some of this stuff. I'm really happy I saved all this money, but then if you think about it, I bought the log, the really funky log that's like way under there, right? And so then with the McDonald's I had, and then the chloroplast and paying my dad, I actually didn't save anything. I spent all $40. But actually I spent more than that. I bought the food too, remember, the purple bag. So I actually spent $10 more than I saved. But it's still a saving, because I would have spent even more, which is how my credit card bill keeps climbing. It's the way I justify it. I spent $10 more, but I'm saving in the long run. So alright, that's all. I will record some more later. Yes, Mochi, I know. You're happy.